Nom nom nom.
Let's do some quick introductions here, real quick. Just because a lot of you have not met. Joe up here, he is the one who ran me through Curse of Strahd originally. He's playing Astos. He is a fantastic DM. I'm stealing a lot of like the fading inspiration stuff. I'm stealing from him. He's doesn't get to be a player all that often, which is why I invited him. I know I originally said I only wanted to run like 5 people, but like he was saying how he doesn't get to play often, and it gives him inspiration to be a better DM. And I'm playing Tyranny of Dragons with him, so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's the least I could do. He's run me through a great campaign before.
Dude,
let's bring him in.
Togi, you fucked up.
What?
You never let a forever DM play in the game. They're going to fuck you.
Oh, I know exactly what his character is, and I know how it's going to fuck me.
I am a considerate DM. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna say it's like letting Vivi play a fucking character.
Which I'm also doing. It's great. So, other introductions. We have Brandy here, the one who is recording for us. Her husband, Josh, down playing Nespiri. I guess Brandy's playing
Inessa.
Nespera, whatever.
Nessa's
you're playing
fine.
Nespera? That's the name?
I don't know how he's...
We'll figure...
He's Nespera. I'm Inessa.
Inessa.
Oh my god.
I'm Nessie.
So
yeah.
What could be an easy way of everyone remembering the names is if in roll 20 at the bottom, you can see your names are displayed out there. If you go to the gear at the top right, you can go to personalization and display and change your display name, so it'll pop up at the bottom and you can link your character.
And it's just for this game, isn't it?
Just for this game. Bam. Too easy.
Oh no, I'm calling you Inez.
Then we have Brim, who is another really good friend of ours. You know Tess and Vivi, obviously. They're playing in our Tyranny of Dragons game. And then we have our Bush. Our Bush just likes to listen.
What bush?
Hello, Bush.
Hello, Bush.
Do you not see the bush?
There's no bush.
Okay.
I don't. What bush?
It's Fee.
If there was a bush, it would be a very sneaky one.
Yep. Very sneaky bush. It never happened. It was never there.
See of bush.
Don't mind the white ears popping out of it.
Bush.
Right.
No spy, only bush.
Yeah, but to say two sets of rabbit ears just poking out of the bush.
Your it just goes away.
Very horny rabbit ears.
Very horny rabbit ears.
Everybody here except for Joe RPs on Balmung on Final Fantasy 14. So you know what you're getting into. We are a very RP heavy group.
Yeah,
No.
Joe's over there with No Man's Land.
Shameful Famfrit.
Shame.
People still play on Famfrit?
It's okay. You can just come visit us. It's fine.
It's true. He should.
He's not even on Crystal.
You don't have to be anymore.
Yeah,
We have data center visit.
but I would have to sub up again.
This is true, and
Whoa.
Yoshi P is disappointed that you haven't.
I've logged in once in like the last 2 months, and I've been paying monthly. Okay.
Yeah, but Togi, that's because you're a fucking ass.
And cryptid.
How
You've
dare
officially become the FC cryptid.
How dare you leave Rhea all but on her lonesome? You fucking cunt.
Well, looks like it's time for Star to try again.
What you talking about?
What star are we talking about?
Fucking Anya's about to leave Eric.
Fucker,
Again?
Tashi's trying to make moves. Watch out. Oh, that threw Rhea through a fucking loop. Anyway.
Anywho's it's.
Martin.
Yes, sir.
You would say it's been a handful of years since the incident? How many years would you say?
I'd say it's probably been about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years? So, when this brash gentleman in the red attire shows up and hands you this letter, how exactly did you take that?
I was taken aback, first and foremost, that someone reached out to me. But I treated him with kindness and courtesy, and once he was done with his business with me, I sat down and I opened the letter.
On reading it, looking at the secondary letter, I'm sure that also caught you by surprise about everything transpired, how this man knows about your deeds.
Mm-hmm. I was very, very shocked that someone A, knew where to find me, but B, knew of the details of my past. But yet didn't try to take my head.
Not everybody's out to take your head. So, I'm assuming you took the man up on his offer. You
Yes,
dressed for the occasion.
I am. If you would like me to describe,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He is in a purple suit with gold trim. He still wears his sword on his hip, but it is a decorative sword. A saber, actually. It ain't shit for fighting because it's a decoration. But it is still a sign of his nobility that he was able to hold on to.
Come the day written on the secondary envelope, and whenever you finally do break the seal, you break the seal, and then almost a wash of mist just like starts to peel from it. I'm not sure if any of you have played Dark Souls 3. But there is a part where you touch a goblet and it just almost dry ice amounts of mist just starts frothing from of it and then like fills the entire area. That's what happens. It just an intense, heavy, dense mist just flows from the seal that you have broken and envelops you. You're lost in darkness for a few moments. The air around you cools as it feels nighttime. The sounds of whatever was around you, city, country, changes to like deep, deep woods. You hear frogs, crickets, maybe a distant howl of a wolf. And then the mist clears and you're on a path leading to a fairly nice-sized estate. It's I would say probably like a 2-story affair. Looks like just a large, almost hunting lodge, tavern sort of thing. There's a lit path, sconces, or not sconces, but more like hanging braziers, leading up to a large set of double doors.
Okay, I pick up my pack that contains all of my actual gear, and I stride towards the door.
As you approach, you hear from within quiet mutterings of what sounds like a fairly decent-sized crowd. And then the doors just like seem to swing inwards. Inside, it's a well-lit area, marble floor. Like, this is fucking decadence. Like, ungodly decadence. Marble floors just shine to a polish, like, bearskin. Like, these are fucking big bearskin rug. Like,
so I'm getting waves of nostalgia from my childhood.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, these are like room bears from Elden Ring. That's how big these fucking things are. That's how big the bearskin rugs are. There's a fountain in, like, the back center. There's, like, large fireplaces. Like, how do they get a working fountain in a fucking building in the middle of fucking nowhere? Fucking magic. It's the only thing that makes sense. Reflective surfaces everywhere. It's just fucking gold, silver. Everybody's just fucking dressed to the nine, masquerade, all that fun, great shit. As you enter, a lone figure, you see him here on the title screen, save for a Phantom of the Opera-esque mask over half his face, walks up to you. Martin, wonderful. I'm glad you've taken my invitation.
Oh, you must be the Lord of Barovia.
Yes, you may call me Lord Strahd. first names are, I find, far more suited
Of course,
for
Lord
situations
Strahd.
like that.
I do appreciate the invitation, and I'm interested to see what you have to offer.
Oh, that's all in due time. We're waiting on more guests of honor. I've invited a handful of other. They will be here shortly, I'm sure, but please feel free to mingle with the other guests. Eat to your heart's content.
I do thank you. And he will go ahead and put on his mask, which is Bahamut.
But yeah, there's a center table, which is like a big, massive feast, like a boar with an apple stuck in its mouth. There's drinks and wine galore, and like I said, there's dozens upon dozens of other people who are like fancifully dressed throughout this entire place. All of them are eyeing you, especially with interest.
Like,
As it is known that you are a guest of honor.
am I announced, or
Yeah, Strahd would turn his arm on the small of your back as he leads you in. Because, of course, he would. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our first honored guest of the night, one Martin.
bow, and it's a pleasure. Thank you, everyone. I
There's no polite golf claps going on about.
hope you all enjoy your evening. And he goes and begins to mingle, keeping an eye out for his family crest out of instinct.
All the crests that you do see, you do not recognize.
Shit. Okay. Well, then he will just try and enjoy himself.
All right. Happy-go-lucky. Little farm girl, small town, big name, town guard. When you were approached by this man, I feel like it would have taken you by surprise, somebody from far away speaking to you. Am I correct?
Yes.
So upon reading this letter, what were your first reactions?
Somebody wants something of me.
True enough. But would she accept the offer?
Curiosity killed the cat. And you're never gonna go anywhere if you don't go out.
Fair enough. So, the night of, or should say, night of the event, you break the seal, and that mist swarms over you. You are taken again to the same spot that Martin was. Path, middle of the woods, hangings, braziers, leading up to this large building. Doors closed, sound of revelry and fanciful music on the inside.
Well, she would look extremely nervous, wearing something that she definitely doesn't seem in place of. But is obviously handmade. So she would stride forward, albeit not as gracefully as she should be. It's more
Stumbles
of
a
a
little bit
military.
with heels.
A little. It's more of a military walk than anything. You know that get the fuck out of my way walk? That's what it is.
Okay. So Martin, this would be about 15 minutes. Okay. Well, this is about 15 minutes after Martin arrives that the doors. Yes, that range walk. This is about 15-20 minutes after Martin arrives and he's milling about eating, and the doors swing open again. And okay, what is it? Anissa?
Inessa.
Anissa? Anessa Nessie. You belong to Locke. As Nessie walks in, you see this again. Like this is more decadence that you've ever fucking seen, being from where you are. Like polished marble, gold, silver, again a fountain, large fireplace, a feast that would feed your village for a month. Just laid out. And this man walks up to you, offers his hand, and gives you a bow. My dear Anessa, I'm so very glad that you accepted my invitation.
Well, it was hard to refuse. Then she would take his hand and shake it firmly.
And as firmly as she shakes it, he still manages to, with ease, turn her hand over and give it a soft kiss on the back. I'm gonna fucking put some manners in you, woman. And then again, the hand on the small of her back turns to face the crowd, and my esteemed guests, our second guest of honor has arrived this evening. One Anissa Morning Glory. Please make her feel welcome to my lands. Anissa, please eat, mingle. Our first guest of honor, Martin Yale, is over there. There will be a few others arriving this evening, and then once everybody has arrived, I will make an announcement.
Alright. She would try to carefully walk towards Martin, since she seems to have been directed in that direction.
He is definitely over by the buffet table. Bows to you as you approach him. Good evening.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. You're also a special guest here, Lord Strahd.
Yes, I've got an invitation, and I'm a little confused, but yes.
To be honest with you, so am I. I'm not entirely sure what this is all about.
Maybe found potential?
That's a good possibility. Would you care for some food?
You know what? Food sounds great. I haven't eaten all day. I've been so nervous.
Oh, darling, then please, go before me. And he kind of steps out of the way and gestures towards the table.
I get the feeling all this food does not look like something that's already at all.
Like I said, it's a roast boar, just like this massive roast boar on the table. You know, just finger foods around it, anything you could want, salads, a charcuterie board.
Oh, charcuterie.
Yes, just lines of Coke. You know, just anything you.
Usual fare.
It's a party.
It is a party.
She would get a couple things on her plate, but she doesn't want to look like she eats too much.
Alrighty.
Martin definitely following etiquette and does not fill the plate, but he's also kind of hungry. It's been a while since he's had like a really decent meal, so he loves it a little bit more than he should have. But he also makes sure to grab 2 things of wine.
This is a super dry, deep red wine. Like this thing has been fucking barrel aged for Strahd's life.
Oof.
It's almost finished. No. It's the wines aren't like in bottles either. They are in crystal decanters throughout. So, um,
Gotcha.
let's see who to go next. Who to go next? Bright Riddle,
Yes.
an ambitious being such as yourself. To have one reach out to you and offer you such, well, an offer, you greedily accept it, I'm sure.
It's nice to be recognized.
So, upon taking this offer, taking the money to get yourself dressed, which I should mention, all the money that was paid for your clothing and such was paid in Electrum.
Woo!
All of it's Electrum. All has, once you get there, realize the face of Strahd stamped on every single one of them.
Damn.
But that being said, you get your clothing paid for, and do you do anything else in preparation for the date on the secondary?
No, just I mean, outfit, mask, everything. I posted that in the arts channel, but he's completely covered head to toe.
Fantastic. Well, the moment again you reach this seal, that heavy, dense, cool mist just washes over you, and everything fades away. Blackness, darkness builds, and you again being able to see well in the dark. Like even when this blackness hits you, like you can't see it until that mist thins, and you are in the darkened woods. The braziers leading up to this large building, doors closed, revelry from the inside, the smell of delicious pork
Ooh, wonderful.
from the inside.
Oh, I have also tucked my tail into my outfit because I don't trust people to not step on it.
The saying technique. Got it.
Alright, then I will enter.
Fantastic. As you approach, the doors swing inwards. And again, this is wonderful, wonderful decadence. Your background, you've seen this before. You've never really been part of it. You've seen from the outskirts, though.
Well,
You've seen decadence.
I should be getting used to it, so.
Yes, obviously, you are owed this.
Yes.
People don't realize this, but you are owed this. So you see it, and you approach. And as you enter, the doors swing closed behind you magically, because why pay for doormen when you don't have to?
Just makes sense.
And this lovely, long, dark-haired man, widow's peak right in the center, dark eyes, just a rich smile. He smells deeply of mahogany and leather-bound books.
Mahogany.
And he, yes, very expensive wood. Long hair down to like his middle back, pulled back, slick back. Just
I noticed
I
you
don't know.
describe him like this for anybody else, Togi. Why is that?
I don't know why. Because this is fun. He approaches you and gives a bow, and then stands up and puts a finger to his lip for a second, eyes you, and then smiles. Bright Riddle, correct?
Yes.
He offers his hand, gives it a firm shake. I'm so glad you can make it. Like minds are so hard to find. Wouldn't you agree?
Very much so.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm waiting on a few more guests of honor. We have a couple here now. We have a Martin Yale and a Anissa Morning Glory over there getting acquainted. But we have a few more on the way, and once they are all here, I will make an announcement to the party after you mingle and settle in, obviously.
Excellent.
But first,
Are they of like minds as well?
not quite as ambitious as you, but they will be useful, I feel.
Oh, wonderful.
And then he will take his hand, again, small to the back, turn you to face the crowd. My colleagues, guests. Our third honored guest has arrived this evening. One Bright Riddle. Again, please make him feel welcome. Eat, drink, be happy, converse, mingle. We are waiting on a few more guests, and then the fun shall begin. We will kind of give you just a gentle nudge towards the other two people that are totally there and not made
Okay.
up.
So you're like completely covered. We can't see anything.
Yes. Nothing is visible.
And the most ostentatious gold bastard you have ever seen.
Yes. If Extra had a physical form.
So Silas is going to a party.
Yes. Slightly less sass.
It's Tess playing a character, there's a lot of sass.
Not always, but sass is fun.
So I guess if you're approaching again, Martin would bow. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Riddle.
Yes, Mr. Riddle. You are.
Martin Yale.
Hello.
The mask kind of turns to you, Mayu, and it. Well, I mean, you can't read any expression off of a mask, but you feel like it's judging you, whatever's behind it.
She's oblivious.
Please, would you like something to eat? The wine is actually quite good.
I would, thank you.
Perhaps we should find a table.
I'll help myself to whatever looks edible.
Upon you mentioning finding a table, it's almost as if like the first time you noticed, but there are chairs and place settings for you at this center table.
Oh, shit. Well,
with little fucking reserved name tags too.
this is perfectly innocuous. And he would go and he would sit and he would place his bag under his seat and put down his plate, hold out the chair for Inisa, and wait.
She would hesitantly take the seat because she is not used to this kind of thing.
Push it in as she sits and take the seat himself.
Thank you.
Settle down at my seat.
Quite welcome, dear. So,
Astos. Baro.
Oh dear.
Hello.
Hello. You two were given your letters at the same time, or close to the same time, and were given them from the same person. We'll start with Astos. Upon cracking open that letter and reading it, I'm a whirlwind of emotion.
Yes.
um, horrible, horrible emotions. Not all of them were bad. The handwriting, it seemed reasonable enough, and he offered some information, some words that encouraged you. Correct?
Very, very reasonable considering everything.
Yes. So, and then, Kara, your letter, what was given to you, caused some concern, obviously, but you were always kind of a mistrusting sort. But you and Astos have worked together in the past. So, upon you both getting ready, and the night of the invitation comes around, do you guys do anything special?
I would definitely say goodbye to my good friend in the city. But besides that, yeah, just kind of talk to Caro, and you're kind of dressed in this red embroidered with some silver vest, some black slacks, and not having my mask on yet, but just kind of looking to Caro, and it's probably like the 5th time that I've asked it. Like, this could be a intense night. I can feel the pressure already. How you doing? Are you doing all right?
As well as one can, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, I'm doing good
I,
too.
I've only heard stories, I suppose, of what we are about to do, but
Really?
nothing concrete. No.
I've never heard anything about this Lord person before. But I like it. You know things. This is good. This is good.
I don't know many things. You probably know more than I do. I just hear creepy things. You
Oh.
don't.
Oh, that's reassuring. Okay.
Well, the time is almost. And he looks at his mask that. Don't know. He never said where he got this mask. Are you ready? The mask.
The mask and the visuals.
It's in visuals guide. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can bring up my mask, and it's like a half covering mask, and has like this bit of a half smile and a bit of a tear. And so just put it on. I was born ready. Let's go to this party and smash.
With that,
So, you break the seal. This mist washes over the both of you. Cool. Like, it's like a late September, early October evening when you open up the door and it's like 8 o'clock at night and it just hits you. And it's that cool, crisp air. Then the darkness fades, the mist fades, and while it does fade, I should say for all of you, there's still like a heavy mist around in the area, but it seems to clear. Like the bracers have burnt off enough around the area so you can see the building, but it's still very heavily like foggy woods. But this building lies before you.
A majestic building out in nature. The contrast is delightful. Come, let us go, Caro. Just it's a very confident manner.
Karo nods and then looks into his pouch, where you see a small little mouse poke its head out for a second. All right, you ready, Duffy? You know this as his little pet mouse. Somebody you've seen him confide in this mouse.
There'll probably just be like this stare back of the mask comes off a little bit. I told you they won't like that. Just put the mask away.
And pets her down. Yes, a cat wearing a mouse mask with a mouse companion.
I love it. The mouse's name is Fedona. Canon.
No, it's actually named Defi. Dephi.
Aw.
adorable.
I
But
mean, I
as you
thought about
approach,
all right, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I thought about naming it Fedon, but I was like, you know what? Nah.
A little too on the nose.
A little too on the nose, so I asked her for a different name.
Fantastic.
Alright,
So,
onward.
as you two approach the building, again, you hear music from the inside, lovely string instruments, crowd, smell of wonderful food, breads, pork, roasted potatoes, boiled, mashed, and in a stew. The doors swing inwards, and you see just utter decadence. Just, again, marble floors, bearskin rugs, fireplaces. Again, a fountain in the middle of the woods. Working. We're not entirely sure. But you see three individuals sat at this center table, and then groups upon groups of other just like insanely elaborately dressed guests here, there, and everywhere. And as the doors open and you walk in, the doors swing behind you, closing, and a lone man walks up to you. Man you see here in the picture, black cape, a red vest, Phantom of the Opera style mask. And
Karo
he's-
just freezes.
And as he approaches, he
Yeah.
smiles and bows. Wonderful, wonderful.
Try my best to bow back.
Astos and Haro, correct?
You must be our summoner, yes?
Yes, from your appearance, you're very quite stately, such as myself. Yes, I am Astos.
Yes, I'm Lord Strahd. We are waiting on one more guest of honor. But we have three here already. We have one Martin Yale, and he motions to Martin sitting in his chair. Anissa Morning Glory there to Anissa, and one Bright Riddle right there. And the golden idol sitting there looking as if he belongs. But first, Strahd will step in between the two of you and lightly put his hands on your lower backs, push you in a little bit, facing the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, guests, we have two more of our esteemed guests of honor here this evening, Astos and Karo. Please make them feel welcome. Please, both of you, eat, drink, be happy. Once our final guests arrive, we'll allow you to eat some, and then I will make an announcement, and the real festivities can begin.
Thank you, Lord Strahd Zarek. Lord of Barovia, the mist, the letters was Lord of the Mist as well. Thank you for your hospitality.
I do what I can to those I've deemed worthy.
Just kidding. And dwarf. Are there any poured cups of glasses, like poured cups of wine anywhere?
There are side tables with decanters and wine. There's also spirits like port, whiskey, bourbon, tequila, some limes there, salt shakers.
Tequila makes your clothes come off.
Look, Strahd is sparing no extent. Like, there's some absinthe if you want it. Fuck it.
Oh, is he going full John Hammond?
He's doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Definitely gonna pour a glass. Of
There's also
wine.
moonshine, just like in a mason jar.
Just
Prison wine in a toilet.
Far away from that.
yeah, pour myself some wine, and I won't even touch it, but it'll float next to me, and I'll go sit down in my chair, Just have it loading next to me. Ah, I see. Looking at the oh, they're all dressed up. I've heard of your names already. Um, I you might have heard of me of Lord Thorngrast, but all of you may have the distinct pleasure of calling me Astos. Pleasure to make all of your acquaintances.
Hello, I'm Vanessa. It's nice to meet you.
It's kind of like a cocked eyebrow. Ah, pleasure.
Well met,
Ah.
my lord. I am Martin Yale, and it is a pleasure.
A pleasure. I'll just stare expectantly at the golden idol.
There's like a little bit of a huff from behind the mask, and you just hear Bright Riddle.
Ah, just as I was informed. Pleasure.
Aro, meanwhile, is he's just looking around corners, being the paranoid nut that he is.
While you do this, there are several guests who just have eyes on you from behind their masks, obviously. They have eyes on you, and you can see them kind of whisper to their groups of friends that they're talking to, and then kind of look at you again and give you a smile and a little bit of a nod, like, yes, quaint. But this is a very open room. Like, there's a few, like, support pillars, but there's not, like, corners necessarily that you could hide around or anything like that. It's just almost like a big ass fucking ballroom by itself.
Hmm. Aro is a species.
How far away is he? Like, kind of creeping around.
I'd say the entire building, like, it's a rectangle-ish building. I would say like 100 foot long wide, maybe like 40 foot tall.
Didn't you make a map of this?
I
somewhere?
did, but it's
It's fine.
like it's not great. I can show you guys.
and your
I
companion.
thought it was fine. I thought it was fine.
What is your name, sir?
Aro.
Karu. It's a pleasure to meet you. Please have a seat. Have something to drink and something to eat.
He's going to inspect. I don't know what. It was just a name that I came up with, to be honest. Huh.
It's just vegetable oil.
Nope, that's what it is. It is a syrup. It's corn syrup, I believe.
Huh.
It's okay, I'm Nessie.
I think we're trying to make you out to be sweet.
Oh my.
Kind of call out to Karo. If you don't sit down, you might trip over somebody, and I'll kind of get like this bit of a tug from behind him, the back of his clothing. No source, but this bit of a tug on the back of your clothing, just.
Fine.
You
And
are
he sits down.
All right.
Nerd. Habit.
You are not used to being the center of attention?
I prefer not to be.
Pretty normal, man.
Black screen.
Is it still black? I'm trying to get people on here. It's
Oh,
fucking
No.
I see.
It's not black for the people you put on there.
okay.
There we go.
Not
It's
like
not
this.
black for me. It's just grayed out.
Oh, there we go.
That's
Yeah,
because
because
you're
I
not
accidentally
hearing it.
dropped you on earlier. But yes,
Oh, I'm on
I
my
mean,
own side of the table by myself.
you're a golden idol. You deserve to be by yourself.
It's okay,
Oh,
Riddle. We'll be
Like
friends.
this.
Oh, will we though?
Oh,
Considering who I am, yes.
Take it easy there, Tom. And you're a wizard too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, lastly, not least, our final member, Nespira, correct? Nespira?
Nespera.
Nespera.
Like Vespa.
Okay. Vespa. You.
I don't know, 2-stroke or 4-stroke.
You're like a 10cc. No, you're 49cc. You don't need a license plate. Fucking
I'm 1 under.
putts and underground. God.
Actually, in Ohio,
Okay.
it's 65cc, but
Yeah, in Missouri, it's 50cc. So we see a lot of like these 49 ones just putzing around on like main roads. I'm like, get off the fucking road.
you
Anywho,
go 12 miles an hour, fucker.
the speed limit's 40. I want to kill you.
I'm gonna say me on my 1450cc motorcycle.
Anywho, Nespera, you've received this letter just as everybody else had. As Brandy punches her freaking microphone. Reactions as this man approaches you and hands you this letter.
She would take it, look it over for a moment, and then just kind of stare at him.
You flash her this bright smile. One of his canine teeth is missing. It's just this bright yellow gold. You accept, yes?
Sure.
Wonderful, wonderful. And he will hand you this large sack of electrum. Go, get dressed. Go, no limit. It's a masquerade ball. Yes.
Masquerade ball. I do not have time. I do not have time for this.
But you do. The Lord, he invites you.
Does your lord realize that I'm extremely busy?
He does, yes.
It's
But,
better be worth it.
oh, the greatest moment of your life.
I'm going to doubt that. But we'll see.
And, you turn your back for a second. I'm reading over the letter or whatever, going to shop. And if you look back for him, the man's fucking gone. It's like in Europe, whenever like the people will throw a baby at you and then like disappear. Yeah, it's one of those fucking things.
Yeah, totally had that happen.
Yeah, you know, when you visit Europe, as you do. I guess that'd be more like a China thing where like parents don't want their kid. Like, yours now.
Here, this is my 3rd kid. What did you? Now it is yours.
Yeah.
Yeetus deletus.
It's fetus deletus. Come on now.
Fetus.
Fetus.
Y'all are going to hell.
Yes, well, Catholic. It's bound to happen.
Not the first time I've realized that.
Do you do anything special before the day on the secondary envelope? Any sort of preparations?
I mean, she would buy an outfit, the red dress in the picture that I put with the matching mask,
Fantastic.
and some of the extra electrum would be skimmed for, pieces for projects.
So you're like melting them down, or you're just gonna keep them?
Oh, no, going to spend them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
She's an artificer. What do you expect?
100%. Fair enough. Fantastic. So you're dressed, you're ready, day of, you crack open that seal, dark mists surround you, all that fun stuff. Because you didn't have a picture till day of.
Okay.
Told you.
Dude, I linked the fucking TikTok video for a reason. I don't
Alright.
plan shit.
I told you he does everything last minute.
I know, and I gave fucking fair warning to everybody. Yeah, I get to. Fucking. Damn it. No, out of there with that. I'm not good at this shit yet. We're in the lighting area. But you enter, doors swing open, swing closed. Behind you, again, just a wonderfully decadent room. You're used to your workshop. This is not that. There's actually like no clutter anywhere. It doesn't smell like ozone and brimstone. There's no caustic chemicals just sitting out without a beaker, like anything stopping them.
I would say, but brimstone is just reminds her of home.
Yes, well. For those of you looking at the front door, you see a goddamn winged tiefling enter. Goddamn. But doors open, doors close behind you.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh yes.
I look at that image and I'm like, but Carl, that kills people.
Oh, good lord.
As you enter, one Lord Strahd strides up to you, smiling. Ah, fine. This be our final honored guest. Welcome, welcome. Everything find you well, I hope?
Yes, it was a bit difficult to put down a couple of projects, but I'm well enough. Lord Zarevich, if I'm correct?
Yes, Zarovich is fine. You may call me Strahd if you so wish. But keep the Lord.
Lord Strahd.
Please, thank you. We have several other guests here. We have a Martingale, a Anissa Montglory, a Bright Riddle, an Astros, a Haro, and he motions to each one individually. Please go make yourself acquainted. They will be your colleagues for a short stint here. But first, a hand small of her back shows her to the crowd, and like I said, this place is dozens upon dozens of people in here. At this point, dancing a little bit, drinking, laughing, talking, all that fun shit. Ladies and gentlemen, our final honored guest has arrived this evening. This is Miss Spira. God, I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. I'm gonna butcher these. This entire goddamn campaign. Miss Spira?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna fucking butcher them the entire game. So. This is Miss Spira. Please welcome her. In a few moments, I will make a speech, and we can let the festivities begin. But I will allow you to eat a little bit, get settled in. We shall begin after that. And of course, everybody, little polite golf clap sort of thing, and he kind of nudges you towards the center table there.
She would make her way to the drinks first.
Drinks galore.
I'm gonna say whiskey on the rocks. Make her way to the table. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. A pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I am Asos, though I'm sure our lord and host already introduced me.
No, I think you're the only one he skipped.
Saving the pleasure and the magnitude of the honor of meeting me. You're quite lucky.
When I feel the magnitude, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll notice when you're on the floor.
Good evening. My name is Martin Yale.
Good evening, Mom.
Please have a seat. We are all very curious.
As she would take her seat, sitting on mostly the edge of the seat to give room for her wings, and taking a sip of her whiskey.
But again, like I said, the table, just an absolute feast. Like high quality. Like, you know how there's Kobe beef? This is Kobe boar. Don't know how. It's Kobe boar. It's delicious marbled fat within the pork. Roast potatoes, um, zucchinis, squashes, pies, meat pies, shepherd's pie,
Be
coconut
grazing,
cream pie.
drinking, all of it with obnoxious pinkies out. Mmm, this dry is exquisite.
Inessa may be trying to copy everyone to try and fit in a little bit. She sees the pinky out thing and she's just like, okay.
Martin will actually just kind of touch your shoulder, like, you really don't have to do that, do you?
I don't.
No.
Oh, thank you.
So everyone received an invitation.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Said that. Well, yeah.
Did you all get... This might sound strange to the uninitiated. Do you all get letters with your letters?
Yes, I did have a separate letter.
Yeah, it's the one that made me poof here.
No. Another letter. Perhaps colored by chance?
No.
I see. You haven't had the luck of having that opportunity, I suppose. This wine.
But after some time, you all, gathered, mingled a little bit. You all taken your seats. Strahd himself moves to stand by this altar area here, and fucking shit up, and I don't need to. So yeah, Strahd moves to stand about here. Actually, can I just token so you guys can see him? That would be unheard of. I'm really good at this game, guys. I promise.
You good, man?
Am I?
Hey, we're waiting on Lord Strahd. He moves at his own pace. Like,
He does move at his own pace.
I've got a character who does. For once, I'm not playing a noblest, but yeah, I didn't get a clue.
Think he would be under his own goddamn thing. Oh wait, is he under monsters? I swear to God.
so, I will tell you. Later. So if you
Is he under?
search, it should be like named humanoids. But at the top, you should be able to.
I see named
search.
NPCs.
Yeah, it should be under there.
Oh, there he is. Lord Strahd moves his stand in by this altar-looking thing in front of this fountain. Good evening to all my colleagues and guests of honor. Speaking of the latter, I am wondering why I have brought you all here. A rather odd assortment of a group, wouldn't you say? And then he turns to look to you, the party. Consider this a trial. You've been brought to my lands to strive forth, to struggle and to fight, to try and better yourselves and better these lands. But remember, and his tone deepens a little bit, and his normally pleasant demeanor up until this point kind of shifts to more serious. I am ancient and I am the land. Ruling my realm has become boring as of late. So in truth, I have brought you here for entertainment. I do so enjoy watching your kind struggle and fight and fail. I relish just watching all your trials and your hurts. I'll be watching the entire time. Should you fail, he motions to the crowd. At this point, there's a bit of a shift. And while the entire night, everything, has just been completely opulent and lavish, you've just now started to notice that on all the reflective surfaces, and there are plenty of reflective surfaces, all those elegant dressed people aren't appearing in them. The only people who are appearing in those reflected surfaces is the group before you.
Oh.
Well, my colleagues would very much enjoy. They're just as bored as I am and far more hungry. And if you were to fall, know that there will be a feast. And at that moment, the door that had closed behind you the entire time, every time you guys walked in, will burst open and this heavy, heavy fog starts to roll in. That fountain that was behind Strahd, pure, clean water the entire time, starts to shift to a dark, deep red. And this copper smell fills your nose. And those who have seen battle, you know what that smell is.
This is a bad idea. No, this is a bad idea.
And as this fog rolls in and covers you all, there an utter darkness washes over you, and you hear through this, where all you guys can see, you can barely even see the table in front of you, but all you guys can hear is, "Now don't worry too much, my little playthings. You're an ambitious group, striving for something or other, but maybe one of you will be able to impress me enough to take my throne. But until then, enjoy your..." And as that, the light starts to come back and the fog starts to lift. And you're all... Damn it! Yeah.
As the fog's like starting to dissipate and like it's still, kind of blotting out the sky. Ah, a fountain of wine. How exquisite.
That's not
definitely
wine.
blood.
That is not wine. That is not wine.
As the fog lifts, you're just sitting at this table now, in the middle of a dark, desolate wood, in the middle of this muddy path. And the table, which was covered in exquisite foods, now all of that, it's rotten. Like it's been sitting there, like maggots and just disgustingness. And that boar, looking a little bit more like long pork.
That is why Karo did not touch anything.
I just got like that cup, if it's still in my hand, is there, like, what's the wine now?
Oh, it's still wine.
Oh yeah. I'm just taking all the drinking the cup at this point.
I toss
Try
the
to-
wine down.
I don't fuck with the drinks. Come on now.
And it appears that we have been had.
Take my mask off.
All dressed up like this for nothing?
Well,
Doesn't surprise me.
I should also mention those lovely like masquerade shit you're wearing. It's all gone now. You're just in your normal fucking clothes.
oh,
The audacity!
Illusions. Illusions.
If you were armor, if you normally wear armor, you'd have that armor on. I'm not gonna be
This
that
is
much of a dick.
Just say,
Definitely far more comfortable.
because, well, I thought it was
Surprise! Starting equipment.
oh, well, looking around, is there any buildings at all? Is it just like the
No!
woods?
You're in the middle of the fucking woods.
We should find town, quick. It's not safe out here. Yeah, we should go. Kind of like stumbling out my seat.
Really feeling that magnitude right now.
Yeah. So let's feel that magnitude in a behind walls.
It appears that we have been thrust into a partnership, whether we wanted to or not.
Colleagues, right?
Yes. And I will go ahead and just get my shield out and leave my sword in its sheath for now, and kind of put my bag on my back. Probably should get moving. This
Arlo
is-
pulls out his little short bow. Let's go. But where? I only see two directions.
Hold up. I can make this easy. As Nespera would take off and go straight up into the air.
So the
Right,
wings weren't
guys.
fake.
You
Oh,
fly straight up into the mist, and you get about 10, 15, 20 feet up, and the party below you starts to disappear. And then as you're flying, you feel a weird sensation, almost as if gravity shifts. Next thing you know, you're flying this direction straight at the party again.
I let out a yowl and I'm gonna dive under the table.
She's not going that fast.
Oh, that you know some tricks with. Okay, that was neat.
Disorienting mist.
That's cool.
I suppose then we'll have to go on foot and hope for the best.
Is there anywhere that is not misty that we can see?
The path.
To the left, right?
The right seems a little bit less misty. And let's see here. Let's just have everybody make a little perception check. Let's have a roll an hour into the game, maybe. Just everybody go ahead and make me a perception.
Oh, I love these rolls. Wow.
Okay.
Why did it roll like that? Odd.
Roll like what?
Because you have it set to always roll advantage.
I fixed it on mine.
I mean, if it
Okay.
always rolls advantage, I will take the left unless it's advantage or disadvantage. So.
I just put my toggle on. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. Alrighty. So, let's see here. Martin, Vanessa, Caro, and Astos. From this left area over here, you hear just the faintest howl of wolves. Just absolute faint. Just definitely wolves.
Do does Martin and Inessa look armored and or pretty muscular?
Anessa is actually carrying a great sword and in chainmail.
Martin
So-
is also in chainmail and got a sword and shield.
Okay, so if we're carrying it from the left, Astos is gonna skitter around Anessa and be like, "Oh, that's right. I don't want to go that way if we're all fine going this way and not to trouble anyone or anything. We can feet moving."
Yes, everyone, let's move as a group and be very careful.
Do you want to take lead, or do you want me to take lead?
Allow me. The shield may be of a little extra help.
Alright, I'll take back.
I'll see it comfortably in the middle.
All right.
I'll be in the back for now.
So you're heading towards the wolves.
Yeah, the wolves are this direction, guys.
I was looking from my character's perspective at the table when you said left. I thought they were coming from my left.
No, yeah. Sorry. Wolves are coming from this side.
Okay,
Spring
no,
left.
no, then we're going
Stage left.
Okay.
Stage left, stage right.
Problem though, can anyone else see? Because this is really dark.
Because
Okay.
it's nighttime, Brandon. You don't have dark vision.
I know I
I
don't
do.
have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision. I'm gonna light a torch.
Brandy's the only one who doesn't.
For once! I'm pretty much a human.
I'm pretty much a human.
I'm pretty much a human too.
How much
With dark vision.
light torches do? 10, 20 feet?
I think it's 30,
2040. 2040.
20, 40?
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just go.
It's okay, I have cool abilities elsewhere.
There.
Thank you.
You see now? Cool. That's your torch. Alright. So you continue on that way. We'll go ahead and call that east. You'll continue east down the road. After some time, probably about an hour walking down this muddy, shitty road, it looks like it's seen some travel. Like there are wagon wheels through it, but they look old as fuck. And like there's a lot of growth coming up from around and through the path itself, so it's clearly been some time. But you finally come across like a break, a clearing. The fall spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from an impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, is a high stone buttress, looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now laying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
Right. So if this is the indicator, we could probably fix this place up if we're going to see more of this, because he's not doing a good job keeping things up here.
I don't think he really cares.
He did say he was
Yep.
bored, and he said that if we're lucky, one of us will can take his throne.
And you believed him.
I mean, take things with a grain of salt. But, yeah, it's a thought.
If one of you want his throne, I'm looking for a cup. Probably red. It's a fancy cup he's got. I'm a collector. So if you want the throne, I don't know what was in your letters, but colleagues.
I mean, I was
I'm
just
taking
told
the throne.
that I was being recognized for my, stuff.
A throne for a cup. Magnitude.
Sometimes I put costumes like this to get into it. Yeah, magnitude.
Let's see. You were promised a cup. You were promised recognition. What was everyone else promised?
Knowledge.
I am merely here with that one.
So you were a tag along.
I was.
Cops.
We are both seeking this cup.
Ah, same goal. Okay. And you, Bright Riddle,
Hmm.
what were you promised?
Well, it doesn't really matter now because I didn't get it. But like I said, I'm going to take the throne. Out of spite, if nothing else.
The throne of a lord that cannot be seen in mirrors. Great.
You know, that usually means vampires. Just saying.
Yes, yes. Lots of vampires.
Let's
Sure,
put on a good show so we don't get eaten.
Sure, there's another explanation for it. That's just reaching. Yeah.
What, you scared of vampires?
Do I know what a vampire is, DM?
Considering where you're from, especially, yeah, you would know what a vampire is.
No, I mean, he seemed very civil, and
He's a fucking vampire.
I mean, we don't. That's
I
clutching
was
his chest
just.
now. Like
Rega-
I don't want to think like
regardless,
that.
regardless of what he is, right now, he is in control.
He is a cunt, and that's all that really matters.
Less eloquent words, but yes. So let's try and wrestle back control of the situation by surviving the night at least.
I would say I'm an artificer, not a lady. Don't expect eloquence.
Forgive me. And he continues to move forward.
Walking through the gates, you continue on down this muddy, shitty path. And continuing on for some while, those howls of wolves, well, they don't necessarily get any closer. They continue to sound from behind you, as well as starting to echo in on the sides as well. It's almost as if you have a perimeter guard, as it were, keeping you on a forced march forward.
We're being corralled.
This is a sport to this nuthead.
I mean, it just sounds like a lot of wolves. I think we're thinking too much into this. If we could,
Well-
like, I don't know, like light jog, maybe, like.
I can love them.
Don't run from a predator if they're not already full blown chasing you.
They say that something growling at you is more of a warning to get away. They're not going to try and kill you. A thing that's going to kill you isn't going to growl at you.
If you run, you will initiate the chase, and their hunting will get worse. Stay calm, move quickly but steadily.
I read that. I didn't think that was true. I've never actually been outside the walls before, so okay.
My family used to hunt quite often.
Okay.
That's right. I forgot to have you roll a d20 during that entire fucking first series. Just roll one for me, just because.
Who?
Tess.
You said roll.
Roll me a d20.
Okey doke.
See, where I'm from,
Good.
you can't for your own food anyway.
Say that again. Where you're from, you can't really what?
You have to hunt for your own food anyway.
Okay, that's
Unless you
not
really
used to
want to
that.
pay the butcher, but you know what? Sometimes he's an asshole.
The best form of target practice is hunting. If she would shoulder her crossbow.
I feel like you're all really accustomed to violence, and this concerns me.
I'm part of the town guard.
You know I've been accustomed to violence. This is what I do.
Only when necessary.
Carl speaks up. And it's like every other word, there's like a step away, like reflexively, like kind of
Does-
like a little cowering.
Does hunting really count as violence? It's just making sure I eat.
Yes, something dies.
Right.
You are a scholar of some sort, I'm assuming, then?
Are you familiar with books? If you know if there's any books around here, I would feel a lot more comfortable behind some walls.
He just kind of gestures to the open woods.
Maybe you know somewhere. I really just
We are all strangers in a strange land, I think.
I think so too. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, like the dawning expression on his face of just morose, like that was the last drop. Okay.
It'll be alright. Remember, think
Mm.
positive and everything will be fine.
He will continue to move forward, kind of, because he doesn't want to stop and let them catch up, but he also is trying to find some kind of shelter for the night.
Bro, I've got stamina. You don't gotta wait for me.
Well, as you continue onwards, where are my things? Where are my fucking NPCs? Come on, people.
Hidden.
Yeah, no, I did a great amount of prep for actually today's session. Let me tell you. Do they not have fucking? Oh, that's unfortunate. Rose and Thorn. Do they not have tokens, Joe?
I don't believe so.
Ah, well, fuck. Anyway, as you continue onwards, you're walking in these woods, getting darker. The mist is still heavy around you. The wolves now do sound like they're getting closer, but you hear something in the distance. I'm going to go ahead and have everybody make me another perception check. Highest one gets to know is. Nope.
Whew.
Ouch.
Estos, my band.
All right.
Those are kids.
Just like
You hear kids screaming in terror in the distance.
okay. Um, uh, there's kids in danger. We gotta go. And for once, you actually see him like heading towards noises.
Oh,
Actually
he
quite
can move
enthusiastic.
fast.
Alright, I draw my blade and I head after him.
Same.
Alrighty. We're gonna do this the fucking super simple way.
If you also need, we can also do a small break.
I was gonna set this up and then go.
Okay.
So, we're gonna throw this in visual guides.
as you approach this clearing, you see these two children standing almost like this. Taller girl standing in front of her, what you can assume to be her little brother, standing protectively. She is surrounded, or I should say, they are surrounded by 4 wolves, growling at them angrily, slowly circling them. I'm going to ask you all to roll for initiative, and then we can go take our break.
Okie dokie.
Initiative. God damn it, I'm bad at this.
Forgot to click my
You
token.
good?
Forgot to click my token.
There's no
Same
tokens
here.
on the map.
21 though.
Let me drag tokens onto the map. The map I was going to use real quick.
I was
Yes,
say I'm on the old map, so
Yeah. You also got to move us too.
Well, trust me, I'm literally using a fucking blank battle map.
Those
Yeah.
are excellent.
yeah.
You use those all the time.
So we're
I'm
going
gonna
to
say
go
what? What? I can make my life easier this
kids
quickly.
there.
They
Yeah.
have in one D&D the video forum when they're like, for the lazy DMs. I'm like,
That's
so,
me.
All right.
It's like
That's
soul here.
all DMs.
Where
Up.
are they?
I'm gonna say the last in-person game that I had, I would pay the share for food for the guy who would draw my maps for me.
Mm,
Like he would ask me what I wanted on the map, he would draw the map, and I would pay his side of the food.
that is a very
That's-
good deal.
well-
Very good deal for you. I need to get a custom map maker or learn it myself.
Well, he had a program that he paid like $40 for that he could whip up a map in like 3 minutes.
Mm. Is there
I
something
know
different?
there's a fucking. Is that it? There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Nice. I just saw my initiative.
Wow, I got the same thing.
You click.
I want my first
So,
roll.
what was it?
On
Go
the
ahead and
old
roll.
map.
21.
Go ahead and roll it again and add yourself to initiative.
You should be able to click
If I
it.
could, I'll take the 20.
You can
Yeah.
change it.
Have we moved maps?
Okay. I have not moved the fucking map yet. I'm
God
really
damn
good
it,
at this.
Boggles.
Unacceptable.
Alright, babe.
I
Damn
know.
it, Cogbert.
Okay. Position yourselves as you would. The X is the children.
I would unfortunately
Jesus Christ.
probably be up front in this circumstance. Not that I want to be.
What the fuck, guys?
You guys are ruining all your 20s, and I'm appreciative.
Well,
The initiative order was set.
It
We
went
moved to a
away.
different map.
You changed maps?
Oh, did it?
Oh,
God
hell.
damn
Yup.
it.
clear initiative. Just clear initiative entirely.
I'll keep mine because it was technically my original role.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll and take my lovely 3 again.
I mean, I
Like,
don't
get the
mind the 11 I
gear.
had before.
I'd had 16 before.
Move turns clear list. Yeah, that's fine.
I had a 9.
Okay. Roll again. Throw your fucking edit your number as is. Fucking take whatever you want. Have fun.
Hey, 16.
Okay, 11. But
All right. You know what?
I'm gonna take my original 11.
I'm using my fading inspiration.
Uh-oh.
Use your fate.
All right. Because it goes away at the end of the session anyway. So
100%. Do.
wow. You stop that. That's too high.
Oh, you can fucking see it. I gotta make my rolls whispers. How did I do that? Oh, you just saw the initiative order.
like
Yeah.
the rent, it is too damn high.
It is.
Too damn high. Yeah. So I can tell you how to change that, but you're gonna want to change it in your entire game. So because if you just do it onesie twosies, you're gonna despise yourself.
colors are
I
for me.
mean,
so
technically we'll see where you are in initiative order anyway, so.
yeah,
Right, but you might want to hide abilities, so later on and all such.
I think like okay, we're just gonna do a test. Stuff. See that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in the.
It's on the character sheet itself.
Well,
It
I'm
is.
using like the fucking wolves one.
Right, so if you go to the top right, there should be like a gear. You can expand that, and I believe
Never whisper wolves. Always whisper.
And later I can tell you how to do that, like systematically for all your monsters, so you can just get
Yes.
one fell swoop,
Perfect.
including new ones you create.
Awesome. Cool. Yep. Take your break. We will be back. 15 minutes. So 50. If we're all back earlier, we can start back up.
Yee.
All right, I'm gonna drink.
Sounds good. And you stretch.
I want popcorn.
I'm making this up as I
That's how you do it.
go. I had a rough idea of what I was gonna do.
Ha-cha-cha.
Are you all enjoying the fun so far?
The bushes, please.
Like where we are so far.
Bobcat is pissed.
Why? Why is Baldcat pissed?
Make me a fucking pawn in your game.
Everybody a goddamn pawn in my game.
Your house smelled funny. Your food wasn't even that good.
You go pee into your cardboard box.
Yeah.
Eat your plastic wrap.
I'm gonna shred the shit out of your curtains, man.
I was
I-
muted.
yes.
I bet Strahd doesn't even have a box. Yeah. I'm very much enjoying myself. My negative charisma.
I have negative charisma too.
We go. Our party is fucking. Joe, you were fucking killing me.
It's my boy.
Oh my god.
You gave him the flaws.
I gave him the flaws. It's fantastic.
Gave him the flaws.
Oh.
Magnitude. I'm not gonna forget that. Nothing as memorable as what was it? Raw, raw, heated, pure professionalism.
Professionalism.
Nothing as memorable as that, but
Oh my god.
Gotta
We're all
put it on my
fucking morons.
tombstone.
Raw, heated.
Professionalism.
I put it on the main page of our game. It's up there with We Hunt Beaver Ass for the flavor.
We do hunt beaver ass for the flavor.
No, we are not going to provide context. That's all you need to know.
I'm lucky because I happened to overhear when they were talking about that shit. And also, yeah,
So-
I enjoy the taste of beaver ass too, it turns out.
Beaver ass is blue raspberry and like vanilla as well. It's like
Yeah.
two odd fucking flavors. Delicious.
I love anything blue raspberry.
I'm drinking my beaver ass flavored Mountain Dew.
I have concerns.
You have concerns?
I always have concerns.
Don't Google where certain ingredients in your food come from.
Never.
Artificial
Actually.
flavors are artificial for a reason. There's no such thing as a blue raspberry. Just remember that.
They're blue waffles though.
Oh no.
Look, I work at Waffle House and there is a mistake that my manager made. I don't think he realized he made this mistake. But 4th of July, he's like, let's do red, white, blue waffles. And we're going to have some batter that's red, we're going to have some batter that's blue. That way, and then, regular waffle colored for the white. And it's like, we all looked at him like, no.
Oh,
You didn't
poor, pure innocent
understand?
manager.
And we're like, we can't serve even a blue waffle. And he still didn't really understand, so we ended up having to mix for blue waffles and red waffles.
You didn't explain it to him? You just went with it?
We tried to tell him it was a bad thing. He's like, no, nobody will know. Honey, no.
Everybody knows about blue waffles.
So the blue batter didn't get used.
No?
No. Because we refused to use it.
Oh, it would have been better if you used it. It would have been like a great publicity.
Oh my.
Buy one, get one for blue waffles. It makes sense too. First one you pay for, second one's free.
Now, he mixed it on the first shift, so imagine when second and third shift come in and see this waffle batter, and they're just like, what the fuck?
That's delicious. delightful.
We should make spoopy waffles.
Okay.
I used to know how to make a bat. I don't know.
Ugh.
Oh,
Go buy some orange food coloring.
So we did that. We also did cream waffles for St. Patrick's Day.
Truly tell a lot about a person by their Waffle House order.
I've never been to Waffle House.
I have not either.
Never.
What?
Yeah. I go to Bob Evans.
It's not
I eat my
the
old person
same.
breakfast.
I've
I
been
would
to
have
Bob
enjoyed
Evans.
the blue waffle. Definitely made eye contact with people while eating it. I apologize.
We know you would.
Just stare at them.
We love you, Fee.
This blue waffle is delicious.
It's extra moist. Interesting.
Just as uncomfortable as I possibly could.
Oh, good lord.
I thought I heard the child.
Yeah, he's outside the door because I won't let him come in here because he is a fucking menace.
That sounds familiar.
That's all your cats.
No, this one's the worst. Now, Edward, he'll just lay on my screen and kind of just stare at me and just beg for attention that way. No, this one is tiny and crawls up on me and rolls on my keyboard. Being like, Mom, look at me. I am precious.
Mom, look what I can do.
Pretty much. And he will scream at that door for over an hour.
This is Banshee.
Yes.
Oh, Banshee.
There's a reason he's named Banshee, because he just shut the fuck up. Ever since
Speaking
he
of
was
children, what do you want, bro?
Graha.
I think that was the dog. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's over on the tent, hon.
I guess it was the dog's snoot, not the Graha.
Ugh. Don't worry, Bright Riddle. You'll find a cardboard box to sit in and be grouchy eventually.
Excellent.
Call it timeout box.
It is the timeout box.
Poor
I'm still
asshole.
just mental. Yeah, Ford Asshole. I have the mental image that Bright Riddle is like at most 3 feet tall. He's just tiny and angry.
Oh my god, I hadn't even thought about that, but I kind of do want to make him that tall now.
Tiny, he's angry, and he's bald.
He's like Gollum with slightly better social skills.
Danny DeVito?
Yes,
Let's see,
Danny
he's
DeVito
probably-
with less.
Wait, how tall is everyone's character?
Let's see what my character sheet says.
Tall enough. I don't
am-
remember.
6 feet.
Oh, I'm a 6-foot boy.
That's just his big boy.
Half elf, yo.
I'm gonna be 4'6".
4'6". Tiny.
Tiny.
So we got a half elf, a human looking thing,
Ooh, man.
another human looking thing.
Actually, no. I'm
Name is
gonna.
Hugh, man.
What is Brim?
Baxi.
5'6".
Pretty much cat.
Oh, Brim is also cat.
Grimace cat.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, when everybody's armor was removed, you get to see Bright Riddle is not an ostentatious looking bastard, but just this wrinkly testicle.
Basically.
We have a tiefling.
Yeah,
And we
we
have
have a
a noble.
yes, we have a slight delay
a refrigerator is dying on us. So
Wonderful.
Oh no.
Get a bat and make it quick.
Put it
Yeah,
at misery man.
it would be nice, but you know, when you go upstairs and it's like something smells weird, and open your freezer, everything's defrosting. Husband thinks he found a.
I'm blaming Havoc because I can.
Havoc hasn't been. You know, I think I saw him in the yard earlier, actually. Staring at the house with contempt as per usual.
It's Havoc's grand plan for the meat to go bad, so you just have to throw it out, and then it's all his.
Uncertain if this is a cat or dog.
It's a cat.
Yeah.
He is a very grumpy 12-year-old cat.
he
Gotcha.
outdoor cat too. Yes,
Yeah.
you're in coyote country.
I don't know how the fuck he did it either. Like, this motherfucker disappears for 3 months, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh, he must have, you know, finally kicked the bucket, and then he shows up and he looks at me and says, Mother, where the fuck is my food? And then headbutts me in the fucking face. And not a soft headbutt either. This motherfucker will go at you, like, punch you in the face with his forehead. Because he wants a kiss. But he's about 12 years old. He is the cat, Josh and I got together, about a year or so after I moved in with him. He was a cute kitten. I don't know what happened.
He spent too much time around Josh and became an asshole.
That boring cat life can be rough, though, bro.
No, he's actually very sweet. He's just very grumpy sometimes, and if you, like, touch him the wrong way or look at him the wrong way, you get smacked in the face.
Exist around him the wrong way.
Yeah.
Barn cats are very good at what they do.
I'm still not sure how he did this, because, as I said, he'll disappear for months. And I'll be like, oh, okay, you know, and then here he is.
Second family.
See, we think that too. We wouldn't be surprised.
Definitely
Dep-
not unheard of for cats.
Yeah, depending what terrain you guys are in, like
Farm
there's
country.
coyote. I mean, farm country. I'm thinking like farm country in Arizona versus farm country in Michigan are like night and day different. But
We live in Ohio.
okay, so you're not that far away. So I mean, there's plenty of places I could imagine a cat could hide too.
Cornfields as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
I actually live near the where the Jesus touchdown Jesus statue is.
I've only lived in
Okay.
Toledo for like a year or two, so not too familiar with that. Episode.
Simply do.
Touchdown Jesus is a statue in front of one of the churches out here. That's fucking gigantic. It got hit by lightning. And now he's Jesus wants a hug because now he's out, you know, like this. And yeah.
Do you know where Kings Island is?
Nope.
Well, fuck you then.
Awesome.
Is that what we're
Southern
next time?
Ohio.
Okay.
It better be where we're going next time we go to visit.
Yeah, we can do KI.
That's cool.
Look, I just want my wife in a bikini.
Okay, I just want your wife in a bikini too. I mean, what?
I want to do Kings
We
Island,
all want
and then I
us
also
in a
want to do
bikini.
OhioCon again.
Haunt season's coming up.
Dude,
so
I
that's
need
fine.
to do them both at the same time. Kings Island's not open during January.
Right?
Damn it.
You know what? If we go to OhioCon this next time, we can find the stupid morons who try to give me shit about my mask and shove that same mask down their throat.
You still mad about that?
All
Yes,
right.
I'm so pissed off about that because they
Of course
told me
he's
that
so
they would
mad.
take my badge.
They did. They said mean things.
I didn't know they'd take your badge. Like, fuck that.
I had a perfectly reasonable mask on, and other people on the staff are wearing the exact same type of mask. And I get this woman who pulls me over, like, that's not regulation. You need to get a different mask. Here, take this. If you don't wear that mask, we're taking your badge. I went to one of the other
Probably because
people working, and I was like, is this okay? Like, according to what you guys have published, this is okay. And he had a gator around his neck, too, that he just pulled down to talk to me. And he's like, yeah, no, this should be fine. Who told you it's not? And I pointed him out, and he's like, the red shirts? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah.
He said don't listen to them.
All right, we're all back. Yes,
From outer space.
AFK for 10 minutes.
you motherfucker.
I'm good.
All right. First up in initiative order.
All right. Caro. Look at that wolf right there. He's going to pull back on a string.
Oh!
Okay.
Well, that starts off nicely.
8 damage.
8 damage to which wolf? Sorry, which color?
Blue. Blue.
Blue. Blue will take his 8 damage. Yeah, he gets hit hard, and he does not look happy.
I
He
suppose he
stumbles
wouldn't.
back.
That's going to be my
And-
turn.
Fantastic. Each of the wolves now shift and turn to look at this group around them. And they look at the children who are small, skinny, not a lot of meat on their bones. Then they look at these 6 well-fed individuals
You have a
and decide that's a better meal. So they are going to. Wolf number 1 is going to run up here. Astos, my band.
I'm not on that initiative order, I've noticed.
You'll go after the wolves. You were at 21, right?
So roll and edit your turn.
You'll just go after the wolves. Does a 16 hit? I believe it does.
Oh, yeah.
You take. You take 10 damage.
Right towards again. Falls over.
God.
I'm unconscious.
Jesus Christ, he rolled max damage on your ass.
Yeah.
I instinctively went to go add turn like I'm the fucking GM.
You're not a DM this time, honey.
Fucking.
Sad face.
Oh, fuck.
Is anyone else heard any music? Or I'm getting the silence.
Oh no, there's silence.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I fucking thought I had music. I changed the fucking scene.
I hear nothing.
Dude, there's no music going on.
No!
The tension of silence at my 0 hit points.
Dude, I didn't expect it to go that bad. I'm like, wolves are level 1 sort of stuff, right?
This is about right for Curse of Strahd. Good strong
Right?
start.
Anything or no? Still silence?
Silence for me.
Let me refresh.
Might have to refresh. Well, it is in beta, so.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, I paused it now. I'm letting everybody kind of fucking refresh. But.
There
Oh,
we go.
there it is.
Okay. If everybody wants to refresh and get some fucking battle music going, that'd be cool.
But I'm out of my life.
Thank you, Phoebe.
There we go.
I'm going back to being a fish now.
Luckily, wolves only have 1 attack a turn. So, while that happens, this one is going to run up to my man Astos and give him a good old chompy chomp. Do a 15 hit.
Yes! I will
Yeah,
be able to
Astos-
adjust
Oh,
it.
not Astos. My bad. Sorry, Martin. Martin. Sorry.
15.
You're unconscious. 15. No.
15
Okay.
does not hit.
Astos, you're just getting ragged out. It's fine.
I'm not seeing. Oh, you're not rolling. Okay.
I'm
He is
rolling
rolling. It's in whispers. We don't see it.
Secret rolls.
This wolf gonna run up on here.
Oh no.
Since there is an ally within 5 foot of the wolf, Taro. Oof, that's gonna hit. 22. Taro's 22 hit. Ram.
Oh no, he died.
Brimcon.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
That does hit.
You take 5 damage.
Okay.
This make his 40 feet up that way, and then he's going to dash and move 15. Kind of swarm the party. All right. The Spira.
Muted if you're talking.
No, I'm here. I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Well, I've got something in threatened range of me, so, and I'm a ranged
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah. Wolves are smart. But also they like to swarm. So, I mean.
They also like to lick their own balls.
They do like to lick their own balls.
Quickly, everyone, blend in.
Who doesn't though?
Look, if we could, we would.
Salty surprise.
Actually, Brim, that one shouldn't have had Pact X on you. Does the 17 still hit, though? I think it
Yes,
does.
I'm 15.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, you still take the damage, then. On Mithrid Pact Tactics.
Oh yeah, they changed it, didn't they?
I thought it was 5 foot within the creature itself. It has to be 5 foot within the creature you're attacking.
Okay, well, since I'm flanking, I guess I'll just use my dagger.
Fair enough. That do hit. What's the damage? Good hit. Anything else?
I think that'll be my turn.
Right, Riddle.
Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. So. Oh shit, I lost my square.
Hey, Wolves, you come to this club often?
I like high BPM music for fights, okay?
Okay, so this. Starting on this square that I'm starting from,
Yeah, okay.
I would ping it, but I lose which square it is when I go to change it.
So, how big of a square is it?
It's 20 feet.
20-foot square.
Oh shit, let me find it again. Okay, this one. Yes.
That's a 20-foot square. You want something like that?
I was trying to hit these two. Oh, yes.
What spell are you using? Oh, sleep?
Sleep.
Okay. 28 points. Both of those bad boys go to sleepy.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
Sleep's not a save, it's just HP, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna scootaloo my way on over there. That's gonna
Both
be
of
right.
those wolves take a nap.
Okay.
Alright. Inessa.
Just go, oh, fuck. Pop over over. Oh, sorry, too far. There.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, needle. Lay on hands. You've got 6 health back. I used my whole
Yay.
fucking pool for that shit.
Thanks.
And unfortunately, that's an action and not a bonus action. And I don't have a second swing.
Fair enough. So that's your turn?
Yep.
Fair enough. Martin.
Alright, seeing that she's got that in hand. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna double check the flanking examples here. But I believe that does constitute.
I've got so many fucking things open. Out here. Flanking and you. No, do not.
No, do not. Oh, yep, you are correct. Do not. So, normal roll with my sword.
Yes. That'll do a hit. Fantastic. So this wolf already looking a little bit bloody from that dagger slash. Then you come in with this long sword and just uppercut behead this wolf head just straight off.
Perfect.
Astos.
Well, first, I'm probably like looking up at and that's like, okay, okay. Look at the wolf next to me, like kind of like swat at it, and with that, I'll use my bonus action to telekinetic push it away. So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
DC 15.
Fails.
It's pushed back 5 feet.
5 feet.
All right, and I'll stand up with a half arm movement, and you're like, thanks, and to get behind the nest, and
To your
no,
right.
They're asleep.
Yeah, yep, and also the one that I just kind of pushed back, because that's the one that's currently on my mind. I'll kind of look towards it and start whispering my stuff. Crack the veil and see the forbidden, and I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver. I need an intelligence saving throw on this wolfy boy here.
That's Wolfie Boy there. DC of 15. Well, unfortunately, he fails, so he takes 5 of that damage.
On the next saving throw that he makes before the end of my turn, he subtracts a 1d4 from it.
Fantastic.
All right. And with that, like the wincing pain of the wolf, be like, sorry. That'll be it.
Fantastic. Karo, you are up. These orange wolf is dead. These 2 other wolves, blue and green, are prone asleep. Blue has an arrow sticking out of him. And red just got hit by something and yelped. Grim?
So these both are asleep, yes?
Correct.
Are they considered incapacitated?
They are considered prone, and yes, would be incapacitated.
Because
You would
reasons,
get, yes,
yes,
advantage, yes.
and auto crit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can just because reason.
Yeah, if you need to adjust your crit range, so you can.
Um,
Thank God for advantage on that because they're prone.
yeah.
An 18 will hit.
I think I do 15 damage.
Yeah, 100% do 15 damage. And you take your rapier, and you see this wolf on the ground. And honestly, it looks kind of sickly. Like, it's skinny. You could see its ribs sticking through its fur. But then as you're standing over, you're like, wait a second, I can see its ribs. And you take your rapier and go straight in between those ribs. Heart, lungs, everything, and just pull out. That wolf never wakes up. So,
I'm going to move right here.
Yep.
And then my turn.
Fantastic. All right, that's the wolves, or I should say one wolf, because the other wolf doesn't wake up because you're asleep until you're damaged.
Yeah.
That's great. So this other wolf is angry, and it's going to walk up, and I'm gonna make an intelligence check to see. First person close enough to him, Anessa. This wolf bites at you, but it's almost scared, clumsily bites at you, and like gets a mouthful of chainmail and just kind of backs off. That's it.
Bad dog.
Spira.
So this one over here, he's not asleep.
He is not asleep.
He's going to get the crossbow.
Crossbow dead wolf.
I did not mean to roll advantage.
It's fine. We take the left one whenever advantage is rolled. So a 10 will unfortunately miss. Just goes over top of it. Ruffles the fur a little bit. But it's almost like its recoil from biting at Anessa threw off your aim a little bit. You weren't expecting it to recoil like that.
Yeet.
Alrighty. Is that it?
Yeet.
Okay. Right, Riddle.
All right. Look at this wolfie that's still up and moving around. Big ol' eyes seem to glow a little bit more and widen as the ominous sound of a bell tolls.
Toll the dead. It is a wisdom saving throw.
Tess, if you're casting spells, I can't see them.
She's whispering them to me.
Ah.
Go ahead and roll your damage. 1d12.
1d12.
3 damage.
As I pooped hole
You-
to death.
Yeah. It still does damage. Everybody in the like around you hear this deep resonating bell like throughout the mist. Like there's no source of it. And it's chilling to you. The wolf yelps in like excruciating pain when that happens. But it's still up.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and that's my turn.
Fantastic. Anessa.
Alright, eyes on me, puppy. She makes sure to step in front and out of the way, and takes that big great sword and swing. Oh, goddamn.
Oh, no.
Look, this wolf looks hungry, okay?
You
Looks
can
very
use
hungry.
your inspiration.
Right, I have fading inspiration. I'll use that.
Go ahead and use your fading inspiration. That'll hit. At first, you were thinking about kind of doing a downward arc. But that wolf looks wily. Kind of. It gave you the eye like he was going to juke. So you start with this downward arc, and then you reverse the grip, let the blade drop down below you, and then you give it a big old uppercut. Catch the wolf right in the sternum, and from like sternum up its neck to about mid back, just cleave that right in half. And that wolf falls down on the ground. Martin.
All right. I'm gonna walk over here.
Yeah.
This boy's still sleeping.
He is a sleepy wolf.
I'll drop my shield
Yeah.
so I can use my longsword two-handed.
Versatile.
And it's an auto crit.
It's an auto crit. It's also at advantage.
Yep.
This wolf also has a fucking crossbow bolt sticking out of it.
That's lovely. So
Thank God for advantage.
Yep.
I mean, even still, you're fine. You hit. Roll that damage.
auto crit.
At minimum, you're gonna beat it. Yeah, it's dead. So how do you do this?
He's just gonna walk over, take both hands, and just put the blade through its skull and just make it quick.
Quick, painless. Nary a whimper. As the wolf shudders and then goes still.
Pick up his shield and kind of flick the blood off his blade, sheath it, and then turn his attention to the children. Are you all right? What have you hurt?
So, as you approach these children, the little boy, see they're standing, crying, just bawling his eyes out. Little girl. So, here at the X. Boys bawling, crying. The older girl reaches up and tries to shush him quietly. She looks up to you guys, to you all, like, are you here to help us?
I'll help however I can, but I need to know what's going on.
I'm not here to hurt you at all.
Are you? Do you both have parents? Kind of look back, specifically at Karo.
I do. There's a monster in our house. Help us.
Can you take us there?
You have a place to go.
We just... And she's gonna point off more east, as you guys have been continually going east, more east, and then as you look, you start to see out of the fog itself, you see what looks like town. In the distance, yes, you just see dark shapes right now, but potentially civilization.
Any lights at all?
It is very, very dark.
Is there a home in that town?
Yes, please. Please.
Let's get you somewhere safe, and then we can get this monster situation taken care of.
The girl will take the boy's hand, motion for you to follow, and start heading towards the town.
Okay.
Well,
Astos, you alright?
turn around. Yes, and did you fix my leg? That's like still like a little open wound going on there.
Best I could.
That's amazing. It hurts still, but thanks. I saw the wolf kind of like jump on my leg. I thought it was over. I look towards her and back to Bart like, hunting. That's intense. Yeah.
Yeah, usually. Stay behind me.
I will take that quite literally and head behind you.
As we're
Thumbs up.
following the children, I'm just going to call back. Is that a spark of the divine I felt?
Yes. Yes. Is that bad?
My
It's
leg
great to
doesn't.
know I'm in similar company.
Oh, okay. You know, some people have weird things and ideas and, stuff.
So, you follow these lovely children.
You know, Gomez and Morticia would call them such.
Oh, shoot. They would. They would be pleasant children. Oh, this one won't center.
You all come in about here.
Ah, okay.
And the young girl looks back at you every now and again, make sure you all are following. But then just continues on her path. Leading you down this road, turns, and leads you here. And she'll stop in front of the house and look up at it. Please. There's a monster. And she'll point to this tall brick house. And the house has seen better days. Then again, everything in here's seen better days. This house has definitely seen better days. Its windows are all dark. It has a gate portico on the ground front. The rusty gate is just swinging ajar, it's creaking on its hinges. And the houses on either side of it are clearly abandoned as the windows and doors have all been boarded up.
Right. Let's get in there, I guess.
Is there anywhere you can go and stay while we're taking care of this?
We can wait out here. Can't leave the house, but this monster. Please.
I'm gonna look at them and, fumble in my pack and kind of like put a ration down in front of them both. We'll be right back out once you take care of that. To look, you haven't eaten a bit, and I know what that's like. So I know your stomachs can hurt. So not get too close to them, because I'm familiar with the kiddos. So and look back towards everyone.
Alright. Stay close to the house. If you need help, go wait at the guard. We'll find you.
Let me see here. Let's also give you a
Ooh.
that is the house you're looking at.
Oh, that is a tall house.
It is
Very
a tall house. Victorian style, They got money. A little bit.
I mean, how much money can they really have? Like, look at that shrubbery.
At least 10 electrum. So.
I guess with that, I look to my group and was like, is everyone ready to kill a monster?
As ready as I'm going to be.
And so would just kind of like hit her chest. Sure am.
We have no other idea what to do, so we might as well.
It can't be as bad as the wolf, right?
Stay in the back.
She would laugh like that too.
I guess I'll take point, and he opens the door.
Opening Zintor.
I'd like to, before we go in there, kind of like give myself a pat down, and then kind of like, with one big tug on my belt, this kind of like shimmer heads over me, and I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Look at me, I have Mage Armor.
Look at me, I have AC now.
Oh, should have done that before you got bit by a wolf.
Kids were screaming, okay.
All
It's a
right,
good
let's
strategy.
get your tokens on the board.
Just light the house on fire.
Let me make
We have killed
board.
Monster.
You trust us to put our tokens wherever we want on the board.
No, I'm getting ready to do that myself. I was making sure there's the name. You know where to go. I was making sure that, dynamic lighting was good.
Oh, there's a feature you may want to.
Oh, where you could pass through doors? Yeah, I should probably change that.
I am nowhere on the field.
I'm
He hasn't
doing
put
it
a
right
plan
now.
Chill out, Brim. We're almost there.
I'm slow at this.
It's
I won't-
fine.
I'm only there because I know exactly where to go. So it's good to
I've
wait.
never gotten to do Strahd, so this is my first go round, and I am prepared to die horribly.
I'm
Oh
excited
yeah,
to
never
die.
done it. We were told we're not allowed to look at the book. I got the book. It's sitting right here in my many
Who am I
things,
missing?
but I haven't even opened it.
I'm going in completely
is.
blind, and I'm excited.
It is horrendously ordered. If you ever look through it, just the order of
Oh.
it is god awful.
It's like, welcome to Barovia. Here's Castle Ravenloft. I'm like,
It seems a bit soon.
How do I change that setting? Do we know?
Give me a second. I can pull up another mock game, but it's going to be on your map. So if you go up to the top, and you on this specific map, there should be like a gear button. Give me a second.
Dynamic lighting.
Yeah. And like, give me a second.
They changed what it was called recently too.
There's
Dynamic-
Explorer mode.
Nope, not
No,
Explorer mode.
Or is it the update when token drop?
I think it's updated token.
Yeah, I
drop.
think it's updated with the token drop.
Save that setting. Go
Uh,
ahead and move your. Did I drop
No,
you all on the
something else.
fucking dynamic lighting layer? I did. God damn.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah. All right.
Next.
So if you go to the map and you go to page details, it's on the first page, it's under dynamic lighting, and you scroll down to movement, dynamic lighting barriers restrict movement. That's what you got to click.
So it's under page details,
Yep.
movement. There we go.
Yep.
I see.
All right, go ahead and give it a try.
There we
Yep. Good.
Cool.
I can't see them.
Man. Well, yeah, you can't see.
I light another torch.
If she can't see, then her token might need to be updated.
No, she can see.
Well, if you hit her token and hit Control L, that'll show what she can see.
She doesn't have dark vision.
So, yes, but if there's no light sources on the map, then it doesn't matter. Like, she won't be able to see anything unless you like put a light source on the map to reflect that.
Exactly. I didn't put any light source on. That sounds
Sneaky
nice and
deaky.
fucking lit.
Don't worry.
All right. You should be good now. Yes.
Yeah.
Brandy, can you see?
Yeah, it's more complicated to do that. I can go over it later how I do it.
Yeah. Well, she needs to remedy this situation.
I mean,
You
yeah.
chose a non-dark.
I was not warned about the dark vision thing.
Oh. It happens. I posted something about being the only person without dark vision.
So I opened the door, unless other people want to.
Open the door.
It's a little foyer.
So, yes. A wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other
fills the archstone portico, which you were just in. The gate is locked, rusty hinges, blah 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 blah. You break it. Oil lamps hang from the portico, ceiling by chains, flanking the sides of oaken door that open into the grand foyer. Hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. Mahogany framed double doors lead from the foyer to somewhere, and are set with panes of stained glass.
I kind of motion for everyone to come on in. Sword is out.
Gotta waiting by the steps, looking over at Nessa. Heh.
Right, right.
And into the foyer, everyone.
A foyer, not a foyer.
Oh yay.
All right. On opening the door, a wide hall runs the width of the house, with a black marble fireplace on one end, and a sweeping red marble staircase on the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is what looks like a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood paneling walls are innately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. The decorative paneling follows along the staircase and circles upwards towards the second floor.
Is there anything in the fireplace?
No,
Tinder.
nothing. Empty ash, dust,
Okay.
cobwebs.
Well, should we go up the stairs or should we take the hallway?
Should sweep the floor, just in case.
Right. Alright, so I'm guessing door, or these windows?
Those are doors, yes.
Well, door number 1 or door number 2?
Should
One?
say there's also a door here. Here.
Lots of doors.
Lots of doors.
Looking at those paintings, like what are they of? Like I know you said like they're stony faced aristocrats, but like are they of anything in particular?
They're just people itself.
Do they look like they're the children's
They
parents?
they would have some resemblance to the children. You
Okay.
could assume dead relatives or, you know, the matrons of the family long past.
No writing or anything on them.
No.
Okay. Screw on then. Slinking around here.
Well,
I suppose door number 1. And I move to open this door.
This door. Open. And there. The centerpiece of this wood paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high backed chairs with sculpted armrest and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered in resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany framed painting of Alpine Vale. A wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer amongst trees. Red silk drapes uh, cover the windows and tapestries depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing a wolf hangs on an iron rod bolted to the south wall. So where's tarnish? Ooh, no, after that. So yes, it's a fancy fuck dining
Can I see if I hear anything from elsewhere in the house?
room. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. You listen intently. The house is honestly quite quiet, but you do notice something as you're focusing in. I mean, you're listening, but you're also just kind of like staring off into space. Without even realizing it, your eyes have focused in on this wood paneling, and you start to look into it a little bit, and without even realizing, like, you start to see twisted faces that are carved into the tree trunks, and that there are wolves lurking amid the carved.
Okay.
Music went out for me again.
Yeah. Like I said, this part is in fucking beta.
Yeah.
I might just let it ride for right now and go back to fucking Spotify eventually. We'll just live with silence. Dead silence.
Stressful ambiance.
Does the table look like there's been any food lately?
No, unfortunately, it looks like it's set for dinner, but that's it. And oddly enough, like everything, like while that front fireplace was like kind of like dusty and ash, and whatnot, cobwebs. This is like dinner is ready in like 5 minutes. Sort of like still no light in the room though. Like it is cold, it is dark, but dinner is ready.
Hmm. That's concerning.
Very. All right, I guess try this door here.
That door there.
I'll kind of reach out and lightly tap Inessa and just kind of nod to the wood paneling.
She would lean in and look at it.
And as Bright Grizzle points it out, it's easy to see those faces that are in that wood carving and the wolves hiding. Like they've always been there, and like as you look at it, you're like they were always there, but like it's they're hidden in plain sight in a sense.
Squeeze on by in this room over there while they're looking at whatever they're looking at, and you said it looks like fancy crystal tarnish around here and stuff, like good
Yeah,
stuff.
crystal, silverware, just
Silverware.
yes, silver.
I mean, these
The
people
flatware is silver.
they're looking like they're doing pretty well. So
Yeah.
I'll take, I'll take one of the knives.
Yeah. Go ahead and throw yourself just a silver knife in your inventory.
All right. Look at everybody else. Get it. Keep going.
Hmm.
I mean, anybody else in the room could have seen that, but it doesn't look like anybody else was looking in that room. So,
I feel like this is a trap.
give me.
Questionable decor.
This may not be what we think it is.
Hey, I mean, they wouldn't leave like silver out if it was a trap. Like, their parents are probably here somewhere.
Well, trap without bait doesn't generally catch much.
I wonder if we're already entertaining him.
If not him, then who?
I suppose we'll see. I go ahead and try this door in front of me here.
That door in front of you there. The kitchen area is a tidy with a dishwasher with it's kitchen and it's tidy. Dishware, cookware, utensils nearly placed on shelves. Work table has a cutting board, rolling pin on top of it, a stove, dome-shaped oven sits near the east wall. Its bent iron stovepipe connects to a hole in the ceiling. Behind the stove, to the left, is a thin door leading to a pantry.
Just for confirmation, I'm gonna open the pantry.
It's not the pantry. Wait, no, that is pantry. Yes. That's pantry.
Does it look empty, like nothing's touched it along, or does it look
It looks honestly fresh.
stocked?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What's this thing in the middle here?
It looks like a
Stove.
toilet.
Oh, stove.
It does look like a toilet,
Right
but
in
it
the middle
is
of
in
the
fact.
kitchen.
Well, that's the first thing I saw, so I'm like, we opened the door to the bathroom.
It's a turlet.
Potty.
I inform everyone that the pantry is actually well stocked.
Why the kids look so thin?
I'm after eating what our host initially gave us, I kind of lost my appetite.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying we should pilfer it. I'm saying that it is well stocked.
Is it freshly stocked?
It appears so.
Oh, I've got to look away at that statement.
That's concerning.
But the children were so thin.
Not to be thinking of the worst, but I mean maybe the monster already got the parents, so maybe that's why we don't hear anything.
Could be. Well, the parents are not here. They are working, and the children are playing a game.
I mean, we could just turn around and leave and tell the children, too bad.
Hmm,
I don't know. They didn't seem like they were laughing. And
no. Which is why I want to check the next level. Oh wait, there was one more door down here, wasn't there?
Yes.
Check
This
that last
one.
door.
Open the door.
can I check this
It
door?
ain't
too?
open. Yes. And I will do them in order. We're starting with this oak paneled room. This is BB's. This oak paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head. Positioned around the outskirts are three stuffed wolves. Two padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth with an oak table between them, supporting a cask of wine and two carved wooden goblets. And a pipe rack and a candelabra. Chandelier hangs above the cloth-covered table surrounded by four chairs. Two cabinets stand against the wall. Yeah. Visuals. Take a look. As for the other one, it's a cloakroom. So black cloaks hanging from hooks on the walls, as well as up on the very top shelf is a big old silk top hat.
Silk.
Silk top hat.
I'm gonna step in. Look behind me at everyone kind of go in that room. I'm trying to steal this bad boy.
Oh my god, he has a kleptomania. He's klepto. He's
Oh, it's you. You have to you have to stand on your tiptoes a little bit. Reach out.
Oh no
there,
no.
but-
I'll grab it with.
Oh, you're
my-
mage handing it, you lazy fuck. Yeah, you get the hat.
Okay. All right.
Congratulations, you own a hat.
Silk hat. You know how much this will sell for?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna look in this cabinet.
That is the east one. It's locked.
Locked house. Do I see a lock, or is it just like the door? It's got a key or something?
There's a keyhole for it, but it's locked.
Where's this door?
It's a cabinet. I'm standing on it. I let
You say is locked, yes?
It
It's
is
locked.
locked.
Is there a keyhole? Is there anything that I can fiddle
There's a
with?
keyhole. Yes. Yes.
If
If you would like to, go ahead and make your thieves tools check.
Thank you very much.
Rogue.
Oh, did not mean to roll. Okay.
Fine. So you get in there with your tools, feeling the tumblers work. Boom. Hear a click. The door swings. Inside, heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, and a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each weapon.
Well then. I'm going to take the hand crossbow.
Fair enough. Throw it on your inventory.
You are not going to take anything.
Considerate payment for us taking our time to do
We
this.
don't know what we're dealing with yet, and if the parents are alive, we are stealing from them.
If there's a monster in here, I would rather be prepared. Yes, I have a short bow, but
Fair enough. Just, we shall return it if need be.
yes.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, we shouldn't. I mean, they're pretty affluent, but when we find them, they'll probably be thankful. Or at least understand why we're in their house.
He's wearing the top hat, isn't he?
Nope, nope, it's packed away. It's packed away.
Okay, well, I suppose we should go upstairs then. Unless you want to procure anything else to help fight the monster.
Did we check the other cabinet?
I did not.
Let's check the other cabinet, just to make sure.
Yeah. You open it. It's unlocked. It holds a small box containing a deck of playing cards and an assortment of wine glasses.
Okay, no thanks. Nothing really useful there.
Okay.
Martin yells, heading up the stairs.
Going upstairs.
Right.
Going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship.
All right. Once people move up the stairs, there.
I forgot how chaotic these maps are.
Oh, I know. It's so fucking tiny. People to move. Guess I could start explaining. The unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of what looks to be the family. You see the two children, as well as what appears to be their parents, and the being cradled in the father's arm looks to be like a swaddled child.
There's a third child?
Swaddled child. Uh, and the mother's face seems to have like just a hint of scorn.
So there's
Baby.
technically 3 children.
Maybe.
Looking at them, like, can we tell the other two, like, can we identify the other two? And like,
Oh yeah, the other two children are definitely the ones you saw outside.
right, so they're the older ones, and the Swadling is definitely not one of them. Then, okay. Okay, that's a little concerning that there might be a toddler around here, or who knows how long that was painted.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check out these suits of armor?
Yes, you can in fact take a look at those suits of armor. They're standard suits of armor. They flank the doors to the east and west. Each suit of armor is clutching a spear and has a visored helmet shaped like a bull set. And that's that. They're just suits of armor. The dwarves, however, uh, are carved with dancing youth. The red marble staircase also continues upwards. Although a cold draft, you can start feeling like a cold draft starting to come from upstairs.
I suppose I'll check this door first.
Checking that door first.
I will get behind.
Gossamer drapes cover the windows of an elegantly appointed hall. There's a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls. Stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner near a fireplace is a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece. So, just for reference, north is to our stage left.
Okay. Nothing really out of the ordinary here, just a music room.
I mean, if you want to give us a perception check, you can.
Whoops. 6.
Yep, sure is a music room.
I'm gonna take a look around too.
Go for it. Kara. Not doing very right. Yep. It all looks about as I described it, except those alabaster figurines. Well, they are well dressed dancers on the mantelpiece. Several of them are actually skeletons, carved skeletons, dancing. As well as, since you're kind of in the zone when you're looking at this, the doors, those dancing figures, they're not really dancing, but they're fighting off what you can see now are swarms of bats.
Uh, is everything all right? Like you all just kind of stopped in the doorway and are staring off in a direction I can't see. This is a little more concerning than us talking about the parents being murdered. To be honest.
Yeah,
Music room.
music room, and I see something specific. For some reason, I lost it.
Dancing skeleton fighting off bats.
Oh dear!
I'm just peeking.
I pointed out.
Are all homes in Barovia this charming?
I don't know. First time I've been here.
Same.
Bad taste in art, I guess. This is fine.
Yeah, I don't want to be in here anymore.
Let's open this door.
Open that door! Boop, 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 boop.
She's saying it like that in character too, isn't she?
Yes.
Red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. Exquisite mahogany desks and matching high back chairs face the entrance and the fireplace. The entrance and the fireplace. Oh, right. Okay. Never mind. Weird wording. Above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corner of the room are two overstuffed chairs, floor to ceiling bookshelves line the south wall, and a rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the top shelves.
Yes, finally. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna start looking through the books.
I'm gonna start looking through the book too.
Both of you, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Perception.
It's a library.
Investigation.
No, I'm giving you fucking perception.
Fine.
Okay. Um, so the bookshelves, they hold hundreds upon hundreds of tomes.
We'll find
And
anything
I
interesting.
mean, it looks fancy, but it's honestly like generic library. It's almost as if somebody's putting it on a front of a library. You know how like rich people have these bookshelves and they'll pay people to like, I need you to stock this bookshelf to cover this aesthetic. So it's like generic history, generic warfare, probably stuff you've all seen. Nothing like really important. However, both of you notice here in the back. Right Riddle notices it first. Astos, you see it soon after. One of these books, while looking like a book, isn't quite a book.
Um,
Through my disappointment and slumped shoulders at seeing this fraud, this blasphemy on the shelves, I'll point towards wherever it is. Is that also a generic book?
I don't know, Astos. Would you be a dear and go grab it for me?
I could do that. I don't know where it's at, DM.
You're in this corner.
I did not see if you pinged it.
Oh, because I'm fucking pinging on the wrong fucking thing.
I
God,
know. I'm just saying so you figure it
you
out.
bastard. Here.
All right. I'll squeeze in there, and I will attempt to grab this. I will look on the cover of it first to see what it says. Is it interesting, or is it just another decorating with white fences?
Uh, the book itself is titled Lies and Deception.
Okay.
And as you grab it and pull it, it stays on the shelf, but you hear a click. And the door to a secret room swings open.
Okay. So it doesn't come out.
No, it stays on the shelf. It's a fucking like spring-loaded book door handle.
Further disappointed, but okay. I'll look towards Fright Riddle. There's look inside. More books.
No, it's yeah, actually, it contains bookshelves packed with tomes. These ones, give me a quick investigation.
Oh, I'll step in. I'll be like, just ooh.
Yeah, these aren't window dressing. These books are occult in nature. They're describing fiend summoning, necromantic rituals. They are for a cult called the Priests of Auspis.
I'm gonna pick up some of those books.
Fantastic. Want to just roll me an Arcana check as you flip through them?
Okie doke.
Yeah. Do one as well.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay.
Okay.
Bright Riddle, it takes you a while because like this is cool stuff. So you're looking at it, you're like, okay, yeah. As such, you look at this immediately and scoff. Takes Bright Riddle a little bit longer. I'm like, none of this shit works. This is all fucking bogus bullshit.
I let out an annoyed hiss, my ears flat, and I just kind of like throw the book at the wall.
I was gonna shout back out. Yeah, I think you guys are right. Like these judging off their books, they don't seem like good people to me.
You don't resurrect zombies through tickling them.
I know. Something about lathering yourself in black liquid and dancing under the moon? That doesn't work.
No.
What are you?
What?
Absolute rubbish.
Have you found anything of worth back there?
There's also a heavy
no.
wooden chest in the room with clawed feet standing to the south, with half of its lid closed and sticking out the other half is a skeleton leather armor.
That's just what you go
They were
touch that for
interested
me.
about the books.
Astros, just go touch it.
Look towards Bright Riddle. I'll just go do it. I'm like, I'm being useful, so I'll go check out this. Check out this. Yeah.
BTR, go do this thing that's potentially dangerous.
Exactly. He wasn't gonna touch that first book.
So,
I'll kind of like kick the foot.
it sure is a skeleton. He's wearing armor. Give me a investigation.
Okay. Guess a 13.
So, the armor is pretty worn, and then after a little bit, you notice that there are 3 darts in the side of the armor. That looking at, like, oh, this chest was originally trapped.
Hey, Bright Riddle, this chest shoots darts out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Need me to take care of it?
No, I think they're all shot already.
Do you want me to check it with you?
Just kind of peek into the chest.
Inside the chest, there are 3 blank books with black leather covers, 3 scrolls of paper, and some documentation. Quick glancing over it is a deed to the house, a deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
No, it looks fine. Hey, Bright Riddle. Take a. I mean, here's. Like start placing them out. Like here's some books. They look fancy compared to the rest. Like put them on like the shelf with all the garbage.
Also, you were interested about the books first, and then the chest. After some time calming down, you notice that in the skeleton's hand there's a crumpled letter.
Okay. I'll like place the books out on the shelf, and like put the scrolls, and like put the documentation on there, so Bright Riddle can come in and look too. And I'll like pick up the letter too and look at it.
You've seen the script before, and the letter that invited you here.
Okay, it's like the same, like talk. Okay. Oh, it seems like this person also got an invitation from Lord Strahd.
So we already being entertaining.
So this is all a game.
Means this is a trap.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, technically, it was a trap. Like pointing towards the chest.
Well, shall we make our way outside, just in case?
Probably best.
Do you want to read the letter first or not?
Oh no, I thought that's why I was like, it says the same things as ours.
No. Sorry. It's the same like script, like handwriting, I should say.
Oh
It
yeah,
doesn't say
no,
the same thing.
yeah,
So
yeah. No,
sorry.
definitely.
The letter uh reads,
Oh,
"My
read it out
most
loud.
I guess my most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent you by the Dark Lord of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path of immortality. However many souls have bled in your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are, your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich.
That's what the letter said. Yeah.
Uh,
Well then,
hmm. That's why the lady looks so angry in the painting.
Kind of weird that they painted a dead kid.
You know what? I heard that noble families do really weird things.
Looking at the ring on my finger. Yeah, you ain't wrong. I'll pocket the letter, and I'll start looking through the other things. I don't think Bright Riddle's like moved any closer, so I'll start looking through the books and scrolls.
The books themselves are blank, but they look like they're pretty decent quality. The
journal.
I mean,
spell scrolls that you have,
if
yeah,
there's spell scroll.
they are spell scrolls. There are three of them. And glancing over them, they are for one is for bless, one is for protect from poison, and one is spiritual weapon.
Um, yeah. So there's these scrolls that do spells. Blah blah blah. Mechanical information. If anyone wants them, I mean, I can hold on to one of them.
Perhaps it's best for you to hold on to them. I'm not much of a spellcaster.
I don't mind reading, so sure.
Well, I'm going to take a guess and say that if this is a trap, our front door is not going to work.
Probably not.
So I suppose we must press onward.
Real quick,
Yeah.
you said there's like a deed to a windmill and what other stuff?
Yes, a deed to a windmill, a deed to the house,
Okay.
and a signed will.
Okay. Um, what's the will say?
It bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all the family's property to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' death.
Okay. I relate that to everybody.
Okay.
I wonder if that's the little girl.
I scoff at the books one last time before I go.
Follow
You know
the
what?
rest.
I'll take 2 of those like corny ass books for laughs.
Okay. You're gonna take the Rose and Thorn. No, wait a second. That's literally their kids' names. Never mind. I'm coming up with book names. I'm like, oh, that's a stupid fucking sex novel. No, that's
we can
bad.
get to it later if you want.
Okay, we're gonna come up with cheesy fucking romance novels.
One book is called Love Remains.
Yes, Love Remains.
No. Oh God.
Yes, I'm
My
bringing
Eternal.
Say what?
My Immortal, my dear.
My
And
Immortal.
then-
Yes.
And the other one is
Oh shit.
Shaken by the Death Rattle.
Okay. All right.
Steamy.
Ridiculousness.
Oh,
I have a story after the game about that.
Speaking of that,
Trashy romance novels.
we are 15 minutes over, 15 past 10 Central. So we could stop here as we go up to the 3rd floor.
we
Good to
should,
me.
Keep
we
going.
should stop here because we have a very annoying thing to figure out because Tess has to do a sleep study, so we have to figure out how to do that properly.
I have like 6 different things to strap to myself, and then I have to try to sleep normally.
Good luck.
Fair enough. All right.
I'm
Sleep
not
studies,
sleeping
they make
normally
sense.
already, so strap 6 things to me so I can sleep.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, sorry about tonight, guys. I'll be more active next time.
Yeah,
feel
no,
you,
that's
Tyler.
understandable.
Yeah, no.
I just spent $1,000 to fix this problem.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. The moment like it happened